session.
O Beata Trinitas, O Beata Trinitas, tibi laus, tibi gloria, tibi gratiarum actio. O Beata Trinitas, in sempiterna secula. O Beata Trinitas, gogoneddog arglwydd, henffych well. Gogoneddog arglwydd, henffych well. Eglwys a changell a fendigodi, cywydd a gweithred a fendigodi, llyfrau a llythyr, awyr ac effer, cysgod a golau a fendigodi, gogoneddog arglwydd, henffych well. Moroedd a tholiana, deiar a fendithia, nefoedd ath glodfora, dri yn un. Dyroen ffyddlondeb, dyroen dy obaith, dyroen dy gariad, dri yn un.
Pnawn da, steddwch os gwelwch chi'n dda. Is Lywydd y Brifysgol, aelodau'r cyngor, aelodau'r Brifysgol ag anwyl gyfeillion. Mae'n hyfrydwch o'r mwyaf gen i gael eich croesawu i chi yma i Brifysgol Cymru, y Drindod Dewi Sant, ar gyfer y seremoni raddio hon. Mae'n braf gweld y theatr yma'n orlawn. A ni'n cychwyn ar bythefnos o ddathlu llwyddiant graddedigion y Brifysgol. It's a great pleasure for me as Vice-Chancellor to welcome you all here to the University of Wales, Trinity St David, as we mark and we begin 2 weeks of celebrations to mark the academic achievements of the students of the university. It is the highlight of the academic year, where the academic staff, civic dignitaries, and colleagues come together to mark and to acknowledge the academic success of the graduands. And we do that, of course, this year in the context of significant changes over the last 2 years. This has been a terrible period for you as students who have been involved in the context of the pandemic. Who would have thought when you started your studies that it would have been such a difficult task for you and for your families and friends? And I want to pay tribute to you all for your resilience, for what you achieved. It has been outstanding. Fe hoffwn ni ar ran y Brifysgol ddiolch i chi am y ffordd ych chi wedi ymrwymo ac wedi ymwneud â'ch astudiaethau mewn cyfnod mor anodd. It has been extremely difficult, and yet throughout all of that period, you have succeeded. And today, we come together and we celebrate that academic success. University convocations are formal occasions. We stand here in our academic regalia, acknowledging the traditions of the past, but also looking to the future. And we invest in you, the future, because today we acknowledge your skills, your creativity, and all you can offer for our communities and for our society. We entrust in you the leadership, the creativity, and the enterprise opportunities to make a difference in a post-COVID period. But this year, of course, is a year of celebration for this university. Dyn ni'n dathlu 200 mlynedd. Dyn ni'n dathlu sefydlu addysg uwch yng Nghymru. We celebrate where higher education began. 200 years of continuity of learning within this historic university. What a fantastic journey it's been. And you are part of that history. But you are also part of the future of the university. And I'll say more about that later. I'm sure you would want to acknowledge with me and express your gratitude as graduates to the staff, the support staff who have supported you in this difficult period. We are so proud of the faculty here within the university. And on behalf of the council and the senior management team, may I, on your behalf, express our sincere gratitude to all the staff. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. So many of you today will graduate and pass from this university and start on professional careers in the areas of professional practice, of social work, of leadership, and of developing skills for the workplace. So many of you have, over the last 3 and 4 years, balanced not only personal commitments, but work commitments, and have diligently managed to complete your exercises and also secure an academic degree or qualification. So many of you know what it is to have that second opportunity and to make the most of that second opportunity. Nothing gives me more pleasure than when I talk with the graduates, and in particular the cohort that are here today, and they tell me their stories, their personal stories, their ambitions. Some of them would share with me, I never thought I would have the opportunity to study at a university. I never thought that I had the chance to cross the stage. And yet every one of you today have clearly shown academic distinction and have clearly demonstrated not only to yourselves, but to your friends and families that you too can make a difference. I hope this university has given you that chance to get to know who you are, what you stand for, what is important for you. Because at the end of the day, a university is about creativity, about creating space, a safe space where people can test knowledge, create knowledge, and also articulate aspirations and goals. You will know from your studies that the meaning of the word educare is to draw out which lies within. And that is the real value of a university education. The opportunity for you to gain academic knowledge, professional knowledge in areas that will make an enormous difference in public life and also in professional service. Some of you will engage in areas of social work practice, others in human resource practice management, others in skills relating to business and leadership within the workplace. These are key skills that our economy in Wales need. We need champions, individuals that are prepared to stand for what they believe and make a difference in our communities. Let's face it, we live in a troubled world. We live in a world where politicians sometimes don't know the difference between truth or virtual reality. We live in a world where we need people of conviction that stand up for what is right and are prepared to say that this is wrong. And you in your professional work, you in your practice as change makers can also make a difference. Today you cross across the stage. And one of the traditions of this university, as we admit you to your degree, that we will doff our cap to you. And that is a symbolic gesture, an old symbolic gesture of the universities of Oxford and Cambridge. As we doff our cap, we are releasing you from the university into the world. And that is what we are doing. We are releasing you from the collegium to make a difference in your own professional practice as you now start your work and professional journey. My counsel, my plea to you as future change makers is to stand up for what you believe. Adopt, innovate, make a contribution. Make sure that you also are confident change makers. Make sure that you stand up for not only the truth, but for justice. Stand for the values of humanity. And in your professional work, make a difference to those core values. I do hope today, as you leave this university and start on your journey, that you will have earned not only a qualification, but you will have earned a passport for life. Today, some of you gain your BA. That's fantastic news. But do remember, those are only the first two letters of the alphabet. There's far more to learn within the University of Life. And so many of you have already learned through the University of Life that it can't be learned just from a textbook. You have to live it. And when you fail, and as you will fail, just pick yourself up and start again. Nothing wrong with failure. We've all failed. But for every time you fail, you will have learned and you have gained so much knowledge. I always say, don't look down at anybody and don't look up either. Just look across and be yourself. And if you do find somebody with you that is down at heel, go down and support them. Because as you support them in your professional practice, you will have gained more than any honorary degree can ever give you. That is the power of empowerment. That is the value of social empowerment, of people with a common will, with a common mind, standing up for what they believe. Today, we urge you to be the champions of change in the name of this historic university. Now, whether you realize this or not, but at the end of this convocation, you will be admitted to a guild of graduates where there are hundreds of thousands of graduates all over the world that carry with them on their professional CV one word. Kings, queens, professors, scientists, lawyers, teachers, all of them carry that single word. Do you know what that word is? Wales. Cymru. You will be graduates of the University of Wales. You will be ambassadors of this great learning country. And doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter what you do, what professional work you undertake, you will do it in the name of this national university. And you will take Wales with you across the world. On behalf of the faculty, on behalf of the university, I acknowledge your academic success. I wish you well. Your academic achievement means a great deal to us. May God bless you, and may his countenance always be with you. Darparadigion y brifysgol, braint arbennig I mi fel isgynghellor ydy gael eich llongyfarchu. Colleagues, I wish you well. I bid you joy. Many congratulations.
Gorau awen gwirionedd. Bydded hysbys I aelodau'r brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yn bresennol ac yn helir ar y 4 o Orffennaf 2022 yma'n Rhef Cyfyrddin gynulliadau awdurdodedig Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant I dderbyn i'w priodol raddau bersonau da ei gair sydd drwy yfrydiaeth yn y brifysgol a thrwy ddisg, medr a dyfal barhad wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ag ordeiniadau'r cyrff dyfarnu, gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad ar iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl I wasanaethu eu cenhedlaeth a'i gwlad dan fendith y nef. Yna, dy oleini a gyfyd mewn tywyllwch, ath dywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd, a rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladant yr hyn ddiffeithleoedd. Gorau awen gwirionedd. The best inspiration is truth. be it known to members of the university and to all here present that authorised congregations of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, are being held here in the town of Carmarthen on the 4th of July 2022 to admit to their appropriate degrees worthy persons who have, through study at the university and through learning, ability and perseverance, been deemed worthy of such degrees in accordance with the ordinances of the awarding bodies, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday, and that they shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Byddai'r hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol fod Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant wedi rhoddi'r awdurdod i'r Athro Medwyn Hughes dderbyn i'w graddau, fyfyrwyr Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Sant a nillodd raddau yn unol ar rheolau'r Brifysgol. Gwelir enwau'r myfyrwyr y gellir ei derbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn ar y rhestru printiedig sydd wedi ei dosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the University and to all who are present that the University of Wales Trinity St David has granted authority to Professor Medwyn Hughes to admit to their degrees students of the University of Wales Trinity St David who have qualified for degrees according to the regulations of the university. The names of the students that can be admitted to their degrees at this congregation can be found on the printed lists that have been distributed.
Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Master of Arts. Nathan John Ace. Maxine Cara Lewis. Matthew Luke Jones. Florence Lorraine Worley. Michaela Bartoskova. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a postgraduate certificate. Rebecca Claire Doswell. Matthew John Marl. Kelly Williams. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a CIPD diploma in Applied Human Resources. Daniel James Blythe. Jade Bowen. Catherine Ann Evans. Sean Govia. Tara Elizabeth Jeffries. Maria Mellon Jamedzin. Lucy J. Moriarty. Alice Manuela Owens. Chloe Jeanette Phillips. Angela May Proctor. Jessica Alice Rainbow. Caris Ann Judith Ratcliffe. Jessica Lynn Reese Evans. Rebecca Ann Reid. Catherine Thomas. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a graduate certificate. Yana Nicole Benga Armstrong. Hilary Ann Davies Yip. Emma Jane Jones. Nia Wynne Jones. Aaron Nessa. Anna Marie Nowak. Rianne Carl Thomas. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a degree of Bachelor of Arts. Alison Barker. Nicola Louise Bragg. Ebony Jane Goddard. Caitlin Faye Innes. Sinead Marie James. Sarah Ann John Davis. Elan Reese Lewis. Jasmine Thomas. Katarzyna White. Sam Ahmed. Mohammed Ismail Ali. Claire Louise Ansell. Mahmouda Begum. Yasminara Begum. Mayesha Samia Chowdhury. Kelly Martine Cook. Laura Ann Lewis. Adele Lee Martin. Kenneth Lovia Mia Ria. Caroline Joanne Thomas. Deborah Louise Will Harris. Lucy Bianca Harrett. Kelly Ann Lewis Bennett. Abda Hamaran Ele Antoi. Vice-Chancellor, a posthumous award is granted to Michael James Clark. And another posthumous award is granted to Donna Lee Cleek. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David's, who have gained a Certificate of Higher Education. Alison Claire Downs. Abigail Nia Hetherington. Tracy Hughes. Gemma Rees. Donna Marie Stock. Medi Bethan Williams.
Anrhydeddus Is-Ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgybl o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd athro yn y celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you a student of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who has gained a degree of Master of Art. Rosemary Patricia Elizabeth Probert. Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a degree of Bachelor of Arts. Samantha Marie Francis Bowen. Catherine Elaine Collings. Richard Glyn Morgan Davis. Rachel Evans. Emma Claire Freeman. Jessica Amy George. Emma Louise Reeves. Kirsty Elizabeth Roberts. Julie Marie Skyfe. Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, cyflwynaf i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant a enillodd radd sylfaen. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who have gained a foundation degree. Elizabeth Ann Arnold. Jade Chatwin. Josh Dylan Clifford Church. Nicola Elaine Hill Thompson. Sadie Marie Maddox. Michelle Poole. Daniela Ann Carly Sloan. Emma Susan Thompson. Roxanne Page Walton.
Sydd newydd gael eu cyflwyno i'r Brifysgol, a wnewch chi gyd sefyll. With all those graduates that have just been presented to the university, would you please stand? And we'll now formally admit you to your degrees. Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol amddiriedwyd i mi, derbyniaf chi i'ch graddau priodol ac i holl freiniau y graddau hynny. Yn enw Prifysgol Cymru, y Drindod Dewi Sant.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rydedd a'n prifysgol a'n gwlad. Croeso cynnes iawn i sefydliad Brifysgol.
Llongyfarchiadau, congratulations. You are now graduates and ambassadors of the University of Wales, Trinity St David. Da iawn chi.
Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, cymeradwyaf i ti ddisgyblion o Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant, nad ydynt yn bresennol yn y seremoni hon, ond sy'n gymwys i dderbyn cymhwyster. Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I commend to you students of the University of Wales, Trinity St David, who are not present at this ceremony, but have duly qualified for an award.
Pwy o Dywdod y Brifysgol amddiriadwyd i mi, derbynniaf y myfyrwyr hynny a nodwyd i henwau ar y daflen i'r graddau priodol. And through the authority invested in me as Vice-Chancellor, I admit those students to the appropriate degrees as noted within convocation.
Honourable Vice-Chancellor, I present to you a student who has won a university bursary, the Institute of Management and Health Prize, Caitlin Faye Innes.
Little bit of a dress mishap there. Right, good evening everybody. As some of you may know, I'm Taya. I am the newly appointed Carmarthen campus president, so I'm here on behalf of the Students' Union just to say a couple of words to our graduates. So, firstly, my congratulations go out to you all. Every single one of you sat here today that have waited to walk this stage, a dream that we all had when we first started this journey. I'm thrilled and honoured to stand here, representing the achievement, the successes gained over the duration of your studies. The resilience and determination shown to continue to keep that vision alive through some of the weirdest and most difficult times of our lives. It's resulted in the successful completion, standing here today, overcoming those difficult times, graduating and studying during a pandemic. I invite you to join me in this moment, a moment to stop and take it all in. Breather, you've graduated. The patience and continued commitment that not only we, but our academic leaders, our friends, our family, have shown us and guided us through these last 3 years, with the belief that we could be here today. I'd like to thank all of the incredible staff, the family, the friends that are here today and that aren't here today, who have continued to strive and work equally as hard as we have to bring this vision to life. Today marks a new beginning, a new journey for us all. Wherever the path may take you from here, my best wishes go out to you all. My last words are words of praise. Congratulations to you all. Llongfarchiadau. Diolch yn fawr.
It is the tradition of the university every year that we bestow upon worthy men and women fellowship to recognise academic achievement, be that in the context of Wales or within the spirit and mission of the university. The Conor Thirlwell Fellowship is a distinctive fellowship that is offered only with regard to the traditions of Trinity Carmarthen. It is established as a life fellowship, and only one individual will ever hold that fellowship name. Conor Thirlwell was the first Bishop of St David's that created and established this college. And the fellowship is offered to worthy men and women that have, over the years, made a distinctive contribution either to the life of the university or to Wales in general. This year, after 30 years of service, Professor Catherine Elena Thomas, one of my Deputy Vice-Chancellors, will retire after long service to the university. Her distinction of office has clearly been attested by so many to date. A Gwendraeth girl, an individual who has, over the years, clearly noted her distinctiveness and her leadership across the institution. Mae gwreiddiau hi'n gader yng Nghwn Gwendraeth ac y mae ei chymeriad hi yn adlewyrchu craig, y graig honno o Cwm Gwendraeth. Cadernid barn, cadernid cymeriad a cadernid gwaith. Catherine entered this college 30 years ago. Before then, she served in the context of Swansea Higher Education Corporation, a partner institution which then became Swansea Metropolitan University. A mathematician who undertook research with Rolls-Royce, who then moved to higher education. And here within this college, served as a head of Department of Mathematics and then engaged in a number of key academic leadership roles within the university. Registrar, Pro Vice-Chancellor and Deputy Vice-Chancellor. Universities are made by people. They are made by the collective power and by the collective leadership of individuals. Different skills, different temperaments, but all coming together with a common cause and a common purpose. I have been extremely fortunate as Vice-Chancellor in having Professor Catherine as one of my senior deputies. And indeed, I have said it before on public record, what has been achieved in the context of the transformation of this university is owed to the partnership work of so many individuals. And I acknowledge with great, great gratitude the work that she has undertaken as a leader. I often say that I may have stupid ideas, but she is the one that transforms them into reality. She is the individual who has, over 30 years, articulated a very clear strategy to secure the future and engagement of the institution. A ni'n nawr yn dathlu dy gyfraniad ti ac yn dathlu dy waith ti, Catherine. Mae'n braf iawn i'r Brifysgol cael cydnabod dy gyfraniad ti gyda'r gymrydoriaeth hon. A dy ethol di felly yn gymrawd oes, yn gymrawd Connop Thirlwell. As we look back on the traditions and of the development of this university, and one day that history may be put into a book, your contribution will be absolutely key. Your integrity, your attention to detail, and your clear commitment to the values of this university. How often have I heard you say that you were extremely proud of one particular thing, that we have managed over 30 years to keep so many people within a job, that we have managed here in Carmarthen, in Swansea, and in Lampeter to secure the jobs of thousands of individuals. That would not have been possible without the partnership and the key leadership work that you have played. It is therefore my great pleasure and honour on behalf of the university to acknowledge your contribution. And I invite you therefore to join with me as I bestow upon you the fellowship of the college, a life fellowship in the name of Connop Thirlwell. We acknowledge with gratitude, gyda diolch, dy gyfraniad sylweddol I fywyd Prifysgol Cymru, y Drindod Dewi Sant. Llongyfarchiadau.
Diolch yn fawr. Mae'n dymlad rhyfedd sefyll fan hyn heno. I've got two pieces of advice that I'd like to give the graduates who are graduating today that have served me well over the years and in some places where I've failed. So the first piece of advice is always to fight for what you believe in. Always stand up for your rights. ymladd dros beth chi'n gredu yna fe. I don't know if you know of Sheila Michael, who passed away more or less 5 years to today. She was an American feminist and civil rights activist. I'd never heard of her until she died. But she was credited for popularizing MS as a symbol signifying a woman's right not to be identified by her relationship with a man. I am not and have never been a feminist, but I find it amazing that I didn't realize until 5 years ago that that symbol that women can now use had not been available for most of my youth. So that when you signed, when you bought a ticket, whatever it was, you had to say you were Miss or Mrs. So my advice to you is always to challenge and fight for your rights and for those of others. And there really has never been a time when that's been more important. Yr ail beth lycan i weithio chi heno yw pidwch a chymryd dim byd yn gyniataol. Never take anything for granted. Life can change completely in an instant, so make the most of every day. John Lennon wrote a song to his son. It was called Beautiful Boy, and in it, the following lyrics are part of it. Before you cross the street, take my hand. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. He was shot crossing the street. So that's relevant to me because life changed for me when I discovered I had MS. It's life-changing, but it's really important that you look at life as a cup half full, not a cup half empty. So pob lwc i bob un ohonoch chi sy'n graddio heddi ar gyfer y dyfodol. Newch y gorau o bob cyfle chi'n cael. Llongyfarchiadau.
Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chair of Council, Council members, academics, Professor Gatwin Thomas. I really feel at this stage that I should close proceedings because quite simply what we've heard is one of the most inspirational addresses I've heard from this podium. Catherine has undoubtedly played a major part in the transformation of this university. And can I say, our debt as a university is huge to you. Nothing can devalue what you have given this university. And all of us, council members, academics, members who work in this university, staff members at every level, would say you've been a wonderful leader and thank you for your major contribution. Diolch yn galon i ti. As the Vice-Chancellor said, we are celebrating 200 years. And first of all, I want to congratulate those of you who have graduated today. You know, this congregation is a picture. It's so fantastic to see so many young people and children here. They're here to celebrate the success of their parents. It's a very emotional occasion. There are tears running down parents' faces because they know of the tremendous sacrifice that you have made in getting this degree. the opportunity of trying to combine a job, a family, and study is a very challenging task, and especially in the environment we have just been through over the last 2-3 years. As an university, we are very proud of your dedication, proud of your commitment, and proud of your resilience. Children, will you do me a favour? I know you've been sitting for a long time, and you've been brilliant. You've been very patient. Would you like to stand and give your parents a clap of appreciation? Would you like to do so? Thank you very much. Today, you must be very proud. And what role models have you got? Parents who have dedicated themselves to ensure that they reach their full potential. One thing I forgot to add. Before the children leave this congregation tonight, I want them all to sign up for the university before they leave. Because it's an inspiration for you to see a mother and a father who are doing so well. That role model is transformational. Arwel Ellis Owen and I were up in Birmingham recently, where we met a Romanian family of a husband and wife and 2 young daughters. The two daughters were congratulating their parents, husband and wife, on graduating. But they also had 2 teddy bears. And those teddy bears were dressed up as students in this university. And they told me, you know, they didn't know who I was. It didn't make any difference who I was anyway. But the reality is, they said, our teddy bears are graduating as well. Those are experiences which transform children's lives. Those experiences lay the foundation of what they want to achieve in future. So as parents, as graduates, you should be proud, not only of graduating within this fine university, but also giving your children an example and a motivation to follow in your footsteps. Today is a wonderful day to celebrate with your families, and I'm sure most of you are very grateful to parents and grandparents who have supported you during this very difficult time. It is hard, but you are an inspiration. We are so proud of you. Well done. Llongyfarchiadau. We are proud of you in this university because not only are you an inspiration to your family, you're an inspiration to us also, who work here and care for our students. Because what's important to us is the care and welfare of our students, that they fulfill their potential and they have the opportunity to make a real contribution in their families' lives and in the life of the community and nation. Well done. Llongyfarchiadau.
Would you please be upstanding to receive the university standard? Gorau awen gwirionedd. Bydded hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol fod y cynulliad hwn bellach ar ben. Ond y byddwn ni'n ail ymgynnull y fori yma'n nhref Caerfyrddin i barhau i gyflwyno graddau yn enw Prifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant. Be it known to members of the University that this convocation is now at a close, that we will meet again here tomorrow to continue to confer the degrees of the University of Wales, Trinity, St David. Hir oes i Brifysgol Cymru y Drindod Dewi Sant. Ddown ni'r seremoni i ben trwy ganu'r anthem genedlaethol.